All right, everybody. It is Thursday. Guy, I can't believe it's the last Thursday of the year. And we've been doing this thing for about 52 weeks this year. We got people coming into the room. We've talked about a lot of things during roundtable discussions on our Thursday roundtables. And the topics have meant to be things that will help us improve ourselves, things that will help us live our best lives, things that will help us live a life by design. And I know we have had a ton of one-on-one conversations and conversations with other people just about how they have the power to really change the course of their life. If they are open and willing to do the actions necessary to make the plan, all of those types of things. And that's really what I want to close out the year with, is this topic of living a life by design and being able to choose your own path and chart your own course if you're willing to make a plan, right? Acquire the knowledge, the skills, and the tools necessary to execute your plan, then get started, put your plan into action, and be relentlessly consistent on executing the day-to-day operations of your plan. So I'm going to throw it over to you, Guy, but that's really what I wanted to focus on. I know we talked Monday with sprint planning about how important having the plan is, but the most critical thing is putting your plan into action.
I think one of the most important things also, along with this concept, this idea that we all know needs to be implemented. We talked a lot all year about implementation, is being specific on what you want, and not sitting here and coming up with something slick to try to impress people. It's get granular, get specific on what you want. Mm-hmm. You had mentioned yesterday, on Monday as well, we're seeing people going into 2023, getting ready. They're doing their planning for the year, which is great. But we've got to get granular enough that we got to plan our days out and attack those days. The year, the quarter, the month, the week are marathons, mini marathons, ultra marathons, and your day's got to be a sprint. You've got to run every day. You got to get going. If we truly want something, and we have enough ambition within us and enough resolve from the aspect of, if we run across barriers or hurdles, or there's something in our path, we're not going to be deterred from getting what we want, because we're so granular in what we want. You know, ER and I had mentioned that there's going to be millions of people on the Elify platform. We know it without a doubt. It's going to happen one way or the other. It's going to happen either with our affiliates and ambassadors, direct marketing, whatever that is. It's going to happen. There's going to be people exposed to simple technology that allows them to do those three main elements that we've been speaking at least for the last 6 months. Trying to get that message out there and understanding that, you know, maybe networking is the easiest element to talk about, because we are a card that's designed for networking. But the beautiful thing about this card is it already has a network intact with it. Yeah. We've got a network here that join us almost every day of the week. We've got a network that follows on social. We've got additional networks that are growing outside of being here all the time. So, you know, I think we just need to sit down and really know what we want going into 2023, put our blinders on and focus on those elements. ER and I, we've got some pretty lofty goals, but we put those out there at a year, and we've broken them down to what needs to be done daily. ERs of 1,000, meeting 1,000 people in 2023. Yep. You know, he's already putting in the framework to compound that, because he probably met a dozen people yesterday.
Yep.
In one day. And if we just average it out, it'd be, meeting 3 people a day is going to get us to 1,000. But that's your consistency. That's a goal, but your sprint is 3 a day.
That's right. That's right. And I think you couldn't be more on point, Guy, with getting granular. I mean, again, we've gotten it and we continue to stress it. What's your method of operation for the day? Maybe not every day is the same for you. Then what is it for each day? And ideally, Guy, to your point, if you want to drive so much granularity, you should understand the method of operation for each task that you are working on. If it's a workout that you do in the morning, you're dialing it in and focused and granular on that workout, because it's that compounding effect that you're talking about, right? If I had to go out and meet 1,000 people in one day, it's an insurmountable goal. My confidence level in doing that's about a 0 out of 10. But to Guy, your point, if you break it down and you average about 3 a day, and like you said, I met a dozen people yesterday, I was able to do 4 days worth of activity in one networking session. I have confidence in myself now that I can compound as long as I'm relentlessly consistent, right? As long as I have the discipline to go and do that consistently over time, that I'm going to meet my 1,000 goal. In fact, I have confidence that I can surpass that 1,000-person goal. But we have to get granular on what we want to accomplish and all of the things that we're doing. And so that's what excites me. We spent a whole year, guys, talking about this on all of our calls each and every week to try and impress on you guys that information so that you could apply it in your own life. Don't get me wrong, Guy and I are going to apply it because that's what we do. But our goal here at Elify has always been to support your success and to show you that there is a path to accomplish whatever you're working on. And it doesn't need to be exactly what Guy and I are working on. It just needs to be the best version of you. So with that being said, if you want to join the conversation, jump on the Zoom. We're going to open this up for our internal roundtable discussion. We've got everybody in the room here, and then we'll go from there. So if you caught us on the live, everybody, thanks so much for joining, and we'll see you on the next one.
Have a happy new year from me. I won't see you tomorrow. So everyone who's watching live,